What's up guys, this is Storm and welcome to another episode of Storm Gaming News Week. We got a lot of news to cover, so without further ado, let's get on with the news. We got our first official information of the Valve Steam controller. It will cost $99 at launch and is releasing around in May. I believe it's like May 7th or May 9th, one of those two. I believe that was the date I saw. But in this controller, it will have dual trackpads, magnetic TMR / Hall effect, thumbsticks, HD rumble for back buttons. When this first news came out, somebody actually broke the review news first before it was officially announced how much it was going to cost and the release date for it. But yeah, a lot of people already assumed it was going to be on the expensive side. But seeing what's inside the controller, yeah, it's going to be $99 plus tax. And so some people not liking the $100 price for a controller. Some people say like it's a steal because what's in the controller. We don't know for sure. We got for people who are liking it, they first need to see how does it feel in their hand. Is it comfortable to hold and all that and stuff. And we'll see the stuff that's in the controller is going to be worth it in the end. But we'll find out next month when the controller official release. We don't have information on when the Steam console comes out, but we have been seeing people reporting that large shipment warehouses have been getting the Steam console, so more than likely they're trying to have like a big launch of supplies when it eventually does release. We just don't know when for sure, but we'll keep a lookout when they officially announce the release for the system. It's being reported that Silent Hill Remake, the first one, is now moved out of pre-production and handled by the studio main team. In April 2022, Bloober Team confirmed the remake has entered full production. The game will probably use new open city tech to create more seamless, explorable world than the original. And some people are extremely excited, especially how Bloober Team did the Silent Hill 2 remake. So they basically have high hopes that they could knock out part again with the first Silent Hill game that's being remake. We're probably gonna get like the official announcement for it, like probably like a teaser for it later this year. But I probably don't see this thing coming out till like next year at least, or 2020. That's the most likely outcome for the Silent Hill remake. But kudos for fans who are looking forward to it. If you're a fan of horror and you're a fan of the Alien Isolation, be prepared because they officially announced a teaser for the second game, Alien Isolation 2. And it basically, the title is called False Sense of Security. We're most likely going to get like a full look of this at Summer Game Fest, or maybe at some type of event that's happening. Is there an event happening later this month? But if not, most likely at Summer Game Fest or whatever event Microsoft probably going to be doing that's going to be coming on. They could post it there too. So, if, like I said, if you're a fan, keep a lookout and be prepared for what they got to show. EA has came out and showed F125 running full path tracing on PS5 Pro at 4K 30 FPS with the PSSR. They said powered by their custom EA Seed Orca tech, the game only hits at 20 FPS natively with path tracing, but their optimizations push it to a smooth 30 FPS video coming from Digital Foundry soon. If you don't know who Digital Foundry is, they're like those tech analysts that will analyze a video to show what is it doing, how is it running, basically all the tech savvy talk. But here is a closer look of the image. As you can see, the one with RTX off still look like a really good image, but with RTX on, you could definitely see all the details, especially with the raindrops on the car wheel, the pose on the road and stuff. It looks really amazing, and most likely this will be like the next step in further game resolution. So we got games with that. It does look pretty cool and stuff. So we'll see how this turns out. Overall, it does look really good and stuff. Especially they said that was on the PS5 Pro, and they managed to get it at like a 4K 30 and stuff. Of course, some people say like, oh, it's only doing 30 FPS and stuff, which is not surprising because stuff like that is difficult, especially if your stuff is under power, especially if you're on a PC. So it's not unheard of that this thing was struggling, but it is what it is. I'm just surprised they got to run and make it look that good. The game studio Spiders, who are the creators of Refall and Steel Rising, is shutting down. This is just one of the studios that is being shut down this year, which I don't believe there was a reason for the shutdown. More than likely, they just couldn't stay open. Maybe their games underperformed and such, which is a possibility. But yeah, it sucks that they're being shut down. I heard some good stuff about Refall, honestly, but it's unfortunate that this happened. It's nothing new what's going on in the game ecosystem right now. Like, right now, it's still pretty bad when it comes to gaming. We're just really hoping that it will get better overall, but time will tell. The game for May PlayStation Plus is 9 Souls FC26 and Wu Chang. Overall, pretty decent for the month of May, especially the whole situation that was going on with Wu Chang. I think like the people that made was in the process of being shut down, but I think somebody brought them to save them and stuff. So I think that's a pretty good thing that they're still, hopefully still around, and they'll be making more games in the future. Fans of soccer definitely will pick up the FC26 and 9 Souls, and who knows. Overall, and this month is a pretty much skip for me, honestly. No games really interest me at the moment. So, there's that. What about you? Are there any games for the May PlayStation Plus games you're looking for? Again, let me know in the comments below. A job resume at Warner Brothers Games for an artist role had been reviewed online, and unfortunately it has shown projects that this person is going to be working on or have worked on. One of the projects was Hogwarts Legacy 2 and 2 unknown projects. But the thing that caught everybody by surprise was one that showed Injustice 3 basically giving off fans that Injustice 3 is in the works at some point. So, will we eventually see it this year? Probably, honestly. It would be pretty interesting if they do announce an Injustice 3 this year. But if I ever have to guess when we could probably get an Injustice 3 announcement, I'd say the best way to do it would be at the Game Awards, honestly. Because going on how long they've been going and stuff, they get a very high view count from the Game Awards, so it's almost likely we could get it there and stuff. So we could probably see when we'll get the Injustice 3. It just makes more sense to me that they show it off at the Game Awards, since more eyes will be on that event, and hopefully it turns out what people are asking for, because a lot of people have been asking for Injustice 3. Me personally, I always wonder, like, where will they even go with the story of Injustice 3 if they ever do one, because like what more story you could tell from this series. So, but it's not my job to figure that part out, so we'll see what happens. Okay, we're gonna talk about this. For the last, I want to say 5 to 6 days, people been going crazy over this supposedly screenshot of somebody posted that PlayStation had issued a 30-day playtime for a game that you purchased, which is a new form of DRM, and they kind of painted after that 30 days without connected to the internet, you would lose access to the game. I don't know how people spinning that PlayStation was going to take away your purchase and all that. It's all freaking crazy. But of course, news like this just spread like wildfire without no concrete information that this is a thing. People just ran with it. Articles came out saying it and stuff. People are threatening that they was canceling their PlayStation Plus, getting rid of the PlayStation, yada yada yada. It's all performing in my opinion. But the thing is, people who actually tested out the theories and stuff, and they're saying like it's not true. People was trying to make it actually be true by doing all this extra stuff, by removing the battery and stuff. They would do a whole bunch of work stuff just to show that it actually is real. But of course, some people were saying like PlayStation needs to respond and all that. It just started a whole while ago. And in my mind, I was thinking like, hey, PlayStation do need to respond to it, because this thing it's just making people look even more crazy and stuff. Like, PlayStation needs to respond and stuff. But the thing is, let's say if they did respond, people are not gonna believe it. That's the thing. Like, they could tell you exactly what's happening, but then you probably say, oh, I don't believe a multi-billion-dollar company. They're like, what? Like, what do you need them to do then? That's the thing. But anyway, but after the 5 days of this keep going back and forth and stuff, PlayStation finally responded to the whole situation. And this is what they had to say. This statement comes from GameSpot, who they received a statement from PlayStation about this whole situation. They said players can continue access and play their purchased games as usual. A one-time online check is required to confirm the game license, after which no further check-ins are required. And I looked at Mystic Ryan. You don't know who he is. He's a he's a well-known PlayStation gamer and stuff, and he went through the stuff to see if this is true or not. And what he said is the reason for this is more than likely is to remove an exploit that people have been using to get refund from PlayStation games, but also being able to keep the same game that they're supposedly refunding. Here is a diagram of how people are saying like this is how it looks and stuff. This is pretty much how it looks. Before March of 2026, you get a permanent license as soon as you buy the game. But after March 2026, PlayStation added a refund period that you get a temporary license. Then the 30 days kicks in after the 15 days, where you just need to check in with the internet one time. Once you do the check-in, you get the permanent license. So you don't need to rebuy your game. They're not taking your game. There's no periodic check-in every month. All the students that people were trying to say that they were doing. Because the reason why you get a temporary license, because PlayStation has a policy that they do a 14-day refund. So how the exploit was working is mostly people who were using jailbreak PlayStation that was able to get a game, then then issue a refund for the said game. But the thing is, they'll be able to keep that game because they're not online, but they still get the money back for the refund. So that's basically what the exploits that was going on, and this was PlayStation way to rectify that situation. Because after that, on that 15 day, you can't get a refund because you already passed the refund period. So with the official statement and people show proof how it actually working, the whole news thing became a big old nothing burger thing, and I doubt people who blew the story out of proportion even apologize. Ever since X or Twitter or however you call it added the whole thing that you could pay, that you could get money for the engagement on your post, stuff like this is starting to become more rampant, and it's freaking outrageous. It's annoying because it makes it difficult to find legit information without somebody lying or just trying to stir trouble for everybody else. So hopefully now that this been rectified, no more conversation of this will happen. So we'll see what happens going forward. News must have been dry is probably the reason why they've been doing this, but who knows. We got a couple of interviews involving the Take-Two boss Strauss Zelnick, and one of them he was asked about the possibility of LA Noire making a comeback. He said you never know. The answer broadly is we're looking at doing something in the future with all our intellectual property, but nothing to announce. He basically saying they're not confirming anything that involving LA Noire, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities that it could make a comeback. In my opinion, I think that would be awesome and stuff, especially just to throw in a game between the large gap of developing like GTA 6, because the last game Take-Two put out was it technically Red Dead Redemption? We had an update for GTA Online and stuff, so it's LA Noire could break the mold and stuff, especially how the game was, like you having to look at people's faces, look at their mannerisms, how they interact during the investigation. The different cases that you got in, like the Dahlia and stuff, all that was really fun and stuff. So I think a return of LA Noire would make a lot of people happy, including I did enjoy my time playing that game. He also did touch upon the GTA 6 and when will we eventually start the marketing of it. He said the rollout confirmed for summer. Next week marks the first anniversary of the trailer of the second GTA 6 trailer. Take-Two fiscal financial year begins in May, and he did reiterate that the news is coming soon. Like, and May 21st is the end of the year earnings call. So, sounds like most likely I will get information on GTA 6 at some point in May. It just, when, especially, we're still waiting for like a proper gameplay showing of GTA 6, like how it actually is when you're playing the game and stuff, not just random trailers that some people put in. And what could they put into this game that would set it apart from GTA 5? And how the online is going to work, especially how GTA 6 could potentially look. Right now it's still up in the air, but we'll see at some point when we eventually get that marketing. Resident Evil Requiem director said the RE9 DLC minigame will be based on the main game combat. His direct quote says, "For those who have cleared the main game and are thinking I still haven't done enough Rampage yet, I think you might enjoy it and go whoa, so please sharpen your tomahawk and wait." He says it will be a single player minigame and will be unlocked after you clear the main game, coming in May. So at some point this month they will officially reveal what is the RE9 DLC and stuff, so a lot of fans will be excited for it. Some people even probably have multiple playthroughs of the game at this point, so at some point this month you will get more content. It's reported that Assassin's Creed Hexe loses 50 developers as game target in 2027 release. To be honest, that does not bode well. You plan to launch the game in 2027, but you already lost 50 developers. I don't know, like that sounds really bad in my opinion. Especially this game looks like it's going to be out of, it won't be like the traditional Assassin's Creed game, how it looks. Especially when you think of Hexe, you think of witches. And if they believe they could pull off a 2027 release, I wish them all the best luck. But we just have to wait and see how that turns out. Asha Sharma, who is the Xbox CEO, has came out and said the memory crisis is not over and it will impact the price and the availability of the next gen Xbox, aka Project Helix. So she already out the gate saying like, hey, because of this whole memory crisis that we're still dealing with, there will be not that much next gen Xbox potentially not available, and also it's going to cost a lot more than you guys probably think it would. So she's trying to get ahead of that bullet before they're ready to officially reveal this thing. So in a way it's smart, but at the same time it's like, if you're saying that this thing could be pricey, then you could need to do a lot of convincing for people to even purchase it. So I give her credit for coming out and saying it, but we'll see what they do to try to get people to buy the next gen Xbox. this news, the voice actor Nigel Jeter, who voiced Miles Morales in the Insomniac Spider-Man, has said on a podcast that there was a Venom game that was in the works, but he said it was canceled when Tony Todd passed away. So when this came out, a lot of people was upset. Some people was disappointed that Insomniac could at least did like a recast for the voice for Venom and all that. But when this news broke out, other people started responding to it. One of them was Jason Schreier. Jason Schreier, I spoke about him multiple times before. He's really into the whole gaming eco space. Like he when he says something with his information, he's always been right. I don't think there's ever been one that he was actually wrong in the news that he reported and stuff. Even like Rockstar kind of blacklisted because he leaked out that there will be an announcement for the GTA trailer. He didn't leak the trailer itself, but he did told the world that a GTA trailer was coming. So next thing you know, one did. So anyway, when this came out, he responded saying that is not true. The Venom game is not canceled. So that made a lot of people confused, like who is right? The voice actor for Miles Morales, who's working at Insomniac when it comes to playing as Miles, or Jason Schreier, who has a very good track record and stuff. But then somebody else chimed in, and his name was redacted to protect his identity and stuff. But that's what he had to say. He says the studio is supporting the final development phase of Wolverine, polishing the game and finalizing details. The motion capture actor for Peter Parker will be working on 2 Insomniac projects. I believe I spoke about this before. There was a picture of the actor who they used to face model for Peter in the Insomniac games, and showing him in doing mocap with the caption saying, "If you know, you know," with a spider symbol, with a spider emoji, doing like the web shooting hand moment, like how Spider-Man did. So that made a lot of people believe that he could potentially be working on Spider-Man 3. But we'll continue. It also said that the studio is debating whether it should be a caution or exclusive to the PS5 when it comes to the Venom game. And Spider-Man 3 will be indeed exclusive to the PS6 and is still a few years away. So, he says all of it, but since I don't know who this guy is or his track record, take what he said with a grain of salt. But he did agree with Jason Schreier saying that the Venom game is not canceled. So it did give people back hopes like, hey, the game is still out, still could be a thing, so let's not go crazy say like, oh, the game is canceled, because we could still be getting it at some point. We just gotta wait and see, because right now Insomniac is focusing on Marvel Wolverine. Yes, they have more people working on different projects and stuff, but Marvel Wolverine is their next big game that they're dropping. So a lot of developers do this, like especially if you're working for a publisher and stuff. If your game was being worked on first, they want to get your stuff out there before they start promoting something else. So more than likely, if this turns out the Venom game is true and is still being worked on and stuff, they're almost guaranteed they're just going to shift their focus to Marvel Wolverine to get that out, get all the stuff out. Then they could probably focus on the market for Venom. Because it's the same thing with Sora. Everybody exits Sonic hey, we're in the spring season. Where's this new information from Marvel Wolverine we're supposed to be getting? And even the voice actor for Wolverine has to come out and say there's still plenty of spring left. And what I truly believe, because since Soros just came out yesterday, they didn't want to overshadow its launch with dropping a state of play focus on Marvel Wolverine. Because then everybody's just going to be looking forward to more Wolverine. And that wouldn't be good for a house launch if they just stole the spotlight from Soros, a brand new game, before another game even come out. So that what I believe is truly going on and stuff. Me personally, I would love a Venom game and stuff, so keep your finger crossed. Hopefully it is real and stuff, because we never receive a confirmation like this thing is even a thing. So we just gotta wait. We just have to wait to see if this thing is even real to begin with before we say anything else. We're gonna end off the video with this. Xbox has announced on May 7th they will be having a game dev update event, which will give more details on the project Helix. Aiming at developers, we will have the GDC 2026 recap and changes to the marketplace. The first episode will be streamed on May 7th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're looking forward to this, check out on May 7th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. I am definitely curious how they're gonna do how project Helix is gonna be and stuff, because there's so many conflicting information on it and stuff. I'm just like, I'll just wait till they go more in depth on what the thing is supposed to be. But with that being said, what do you guys think? Are you guys looking forward to the project Helix? Are you guys looking forward to the potential Venom game that, if it's actually true? Were you guys worried about this whole PlayStation DRM situation, or did you believe at first and plan to get rid of your PlayStation, or were you just one of the people that were just waiting to see what PlayStation has to say about the whole thing? Let me know in the comments below. This is Storm. Oh, you have an amazing week. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It will help me out greatly and get my videos out there more. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.